Buckshot. Oh, Tupac and Big not having any beef with each other. So Buckshot's talking about. Listening the other day, what was the song? Buck 'em down, buck 'em down. Oh, you can play that song over and over. Damn classic. See what he's talking about. I never knew
you
TV.
had close relationships with Biggie and Tupac, right? And Biggie's mother. The question I have is, being that you saw this up front and historically with other things, what role does the media play in fueling beefs in hip-hop that started on record and actually ended up turning physical? Because a lot of times we don't, a lot of times the viewer themselves, they don't acknowledge like, fire, this thing went way out of hand because the media keeps propping up the story and switching the story and fueling the story, and in reality it's not even that deep.
Simple and plain, and I learned this through history, and I learned this through time too. Simple and plain. Biggie did not have beef with Pac. Pac did not have beef with Biggie. I know both of them. I sat there with both of them. I can show you because I lived with Biggie, lived with Pac. And the name of the album was called One Nation. He was trying to get back with Biggie, and Biggie went to go see Pac when he got shot. And Biggie went to go talk to Biggie. He knew the family.
Hold on, fire. That's a serious statement.
What?
You said they didn't have beef?
They didn't have beef.
Yeah.
Them two didn't have beef.
They was boys in the beginning.
Listen,
it was cool.
Bro, Pac loved Biggie like his older brother. His problem was, if you're not going to hear me this way, you're going to hear me that way. But you're going to hear me, little homie. That was the thing. Do you understand? And Biggie thing was, big brother, I love you. But that's too much stuff that you caught up in, and I don't want to get caught up in anything, bro. I'm just trying to rap and live my life, be a regular dude. I don't really want to run around with the hoopla and the hopla. And Pac is going to get with your brother that's next to you. He's so deep. He way deeper than you think. And he done got you so caught up. I'm trying to get you out of it. You won't listen to me because you're trying to fall back. So my whole thing is to blow that whole thing up there. Blow it all up. And then I'm going to come start Death Row East. And hopefully Eric B will be there. Hopefully you'll be on it. Hopefully Buckshot will be on, whoever. But I'm going to blow that whole thing
So they
up.
had a lot of plans in the works, and it got all screwed up.
It needs to be blown up. You understand? Everybody was hating on Pac. F you, Pac, you son of a bitch, you this, you that, you did it. And then years later, Mr. Balloon Suit, or whatever his name is, comes out, and everybody's hating on him now. Everybody got something to say about Puffy. And Puffy is the topic of everybody's life. You got people that never even got raped before that want to get raped, saying, "Man, Puffy touched me." Everybody is just sick. I mean, shit is out of control. It's now the thing to condemn this man more than you could imagine, without proof. When there was also a time when Pac was doing that, and they was condemning Pac for doing that.
You must be talking about something back in before the videotape stuff. Because he said people will jump on, like with the Cosby thing. Okay, waiting 30 and 40 years. That is kind of crazy. I can see 2 years, but 30 years, whew, that's a long time.
Without proof that Biggie, that Puffy wasn't the guy. Now what?
2 years is one thing.
How do you feel now? That my man dead. You feel me? How do you feel that my man is fucking dead? And now everybody's coming out with this shit my man been telling y'all. How do you feel? My man died over it. For real. And then it come out later that this punk who did the whole thing had something to do with both their deaths. It's stupid. But all this stuff is in the media, though. I ain't saying nothing new. I'm not saying nothing new. All of a sudden, bodyguards and this one and that one and everybody else become... Oh, my God. No, sorry. I'm over here with Ike's, bro. I want nothing to do with the fact that, all of a sudden you just got... Jaguar Wright is probably the biggest rapper in the game right now.
Oh, so she is a rapper.
She's
Plus,
probably
she's
the
R&B
biggest
singer.
MC in the game right now. Right? How ratting become bigger than rapping?
Plus, she was
Don't
R&B
call
singer.
it gossip. It's
I never
ratting.
heard of her until all this stuff.
In jail, they call it ratting. In the streets, they call it ratting. Snitching is ratting. You wouldn't know somebody's business unless they tell you. So now you're going out telling somebody else's business. That's called ratting. I'm telling on them. I'm telling the world what they do. I don't care if you tell the cops. Who you know it? If you ratting on everybody on podcasts, how do you know who's a cop watching, who's not? So you are a rat. And you getting off on rap. This is the new thing. Hey, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you what really happened.
Ooh, Buckshot, something else. You don't give a damn. But back to the Pac and Big thing. Said Pac had a lot of stuff in the works, and making this huge. I don't know if it was like a group album or a mix, not a mixtape, but a mix album with a bunch of different people. But yeah. And Buckshot was frustrated because he said he knew them both. So, yeah, because they all came out around the same time. But Black Moon was what, 92, 93, Biggie 94, Pac 91. Yeah, because I thought his first album was Strictly. Strictly wasn't his first album. His first album was Tupacalypse Now. So I was like, oh shit. I was like, how the hell? I had to go back and backtrack. So I was like, because the other album came out in 93 and in 95. I think one of the albums he was locked up. Yeah, his first album was early 90s, like after he was with Digital Underground. So I got the shit mixed up. But yeah, his first album came out in the early 90s, way before yeah, because I had the albums back, like same thing with the Mobb Deep thing. I thought Mobb Deep's first album was Infamous. That's not their first album. I thought it was until the early 2000s. I'm like, what the hell is this? And the lady said, you know that's not their new album, right? And I said, okay. And the next thing you know, Juvenile Hell, that was the first one. So I didn't know about that album. So 20 years later, almost. But damn, this is something here.